Hey everybody, today I wanted to talk about vintage Star Wars carrying cases. So for those of you that do not know, back in the 70s it was a huge deal and everybody had to carry all their Star Wars toys everywhere they went. You never knew what kind of adventures you could get in over at Grandma's house in the backyard or whatever else, so everybody had these cases. This is one of the first ones to ever come out. This was one of the very original Star Wars carrying cases you could get. It's just a simple vinyl kind of briefcase kind of looking thing, and it had these trays in it. And the trays would hold the figures individually, as you can see there. I got some figures in this case, but the cool thing about these trays is on the back side they had these pegs, and these were perfect foot pegs for the characters. So if you just sat this down, you could just sit the characters, get them, and you could just kind of plug them in on there, and they wouldn't fall down or move around. So just look, there it is, they're stuck. Let's do Boba Fett versus Greedo. Boba Fett versus Greedo, the battle we always wanted to see but never did. You can shake it around, and yeah, they just stay on this thing. So that was an ingenious idea that I literally didn't find out about until like probably a year ago. That the pegs on the back there, I don't know, I just wasn't paying attention. Actually, honestly, I never even owned one of these cases before about a year ago. So so there's that. The very original Star Wars case. They had one for each movie: Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. And then after that, they came out with a revolutionary idea of making character cases. So they made cases out of the characters themselves. So these were pretty cool. They kind of worked like guitar cases where they had snaps on each side. And yeah, and then inside they had individual slots. And then these little bars that would go across each slot. And you had little stickers that you could get, or that came with it. And you could put, if you're, say, a collector where you're getting every single figure that you could, you basically, line up every single character that you had with all these stickers. If you had doubles, they came with double stickers. And a cool feature was that they had this little pocket on the side where you can hold the weapons. So, they didn't get all crazy loose in here when you were like walking around with it or whatever else. But yeah, and then after that, they came out with the C3PO case. And this thing's amazing because it's fully chrome. And I actually bought this one when I did because it was particularly beautiful. I mean, you can find them brand new once in a while with the cardboard still attached to the bottom. But it's hard to find one with perfect chrome on it still. And this thing is basically as close as it gets. I mean, this thing was made, 70? Okay, this is 83, but still, that's a long time ago. It's hard to find things in this good of shape. And again, just like the Vader case, it's the same kind of deal, the slots. And of course, I got some figures in here. I don't have the bars for this one. I think I got a pretty good deal on it when I bought it. But but that was really cool. I mean, they don't make things in this cool chrome anymore. I love that gold chrome, silver chrome, all the chrome stuff that they did in the 80s. It's awesome, and they need to start doing it again. After that, though, this came out Return of the Jedi. Unfortunately, I can't open it up for you because this is brand new, sealed, and original package with the cardboard and everything still attached. Original price tags. Still got the zip tie that it came attached to. What would have been cool with this, actually, though, it's a carrying case shaped like a rifle blaster. What would have been cool if they would have built in a feature that actually made sound, and you put batteries in it and blast away. But unfortunately, no trigger, no blasting sounds. But that would have been cool. You carry around your figures and you can blast your cousin or whatever with it. But getting on from that, this is the most notorious case of all. This is more of a belt than anything else, but it's Chewbacca's bandolier strap, and you wear it across your chest as this child is here. But the problem with this thing is now the foam, black foam that comes on these things has deteriorated to the point where essentially if it gets on anything, it becomes a sticky goo, and it stains basically everything that you have, whatever it touches. And the only way you can get it off with is rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer. And but they did have, it was cool, a feature, since you had your figures kind of hanging onto the strap like that, they had a little case that would plug into it where you keep all your weapons. And then this was the belt. And it says you can see, I don't want to take it out of the plastic too far because I don't want any of that foam stuff to get anywhere. But this foam that's in between each little individual thing, that gets everywhere. And it's disgusting, and it's just, it turns to goo, and you do not want that. So, if you ever get one of these, avoid getting that foam anywhere. Make sure you keep that thing wrapped up in plastic tight and don't take it out. Don't let that foam get on anything because it will ruin anything that you can't use rubbing alcohol or whatever to get off of it. Especially clothing. It will stain your clothing like no other. So if you get one of those, Now, don't wear it out like the child did in the picture. And yeah, so there's a precautionary tale on that. And watch out for greater content because, like I said before, I've got a lot of stuff coming out. And yeah, now I have editing capabilities. Well, I will have editing capabilities. I haven't started using it yet. And I won't have to do everything in one take, and I'll be able to add cool stuff and extra music and junk like that in my videos. So yeah, check that out, and I'll talk to you soon.